the newest member of the Baltimore Ravens, wide receiver extraordinaire, the one and only Odell Beckham Jr. What's going on, big time? How you doing, man?
What's up, brother? How you? I'm good. Everything's smooth.
Man, look, first of all, how happy are you to be in Baltimore? And number two, how ready are you physically?
First off, it's great when you have somebody who believes in you and who wants you to be there, and kind of that old quote, like, go where you celebrate it and not tolerate it. That's definitely a good feeling. And two, I'm probably about as ready to play as everybody else in the league at this time in the off season. We play in September, so we prime our bodies and get ready according to that schedule. But I can't lie to you, bro. I watched everybody have fun last year, and I'm just looking forward to getting back out there.
76ers, by the way, I was wrong. It wasn't started second quarter. It's 8:35 left. They're up 42-35 on the Brooklyn Nets. Getting back to you, OBJ. When people look at you and they're looking at that skill set, they're saying, can he be the Odell Beckham Jr. we're accustomed to seeing because of those injuries? To that, what do you have to say to these folks?
Listen, I tweeted it the other day. I just said we gonna see. Yeah. That's all I got to say. I'm done, talking and being like, this is my year and this is, man. Listen, I'm just ready to get back on the field and have an opportunity to shine.
I got news for you. You're going to be very happy with what I'm about to say. Most people want to ask you about Lamar Jackson. I'm not asking you a damn question about him. I don't want to talk about him. I want him to get his bag. We'll deal with that later. I know that you are a basketball fan, so I had to have you on to talk about some basketball. I want to know who's your favorite right now, because I see you at games all the time. Who are you looking at in the NBA right now that you're thinking is going to make some noise, the most noise this postseason?
So listen, until he's done, LeBron is always going to be my guy. I grew up on Bron. He's inspired me. He's taught me many things. Big brother. But I live here in Phoenix, Arizona, and my favorite player has become my brother Devin Booker. And adding KD to the Suns, I'm excited about that. That's my team. I'm watching them closely. I'll be, hopefully catch some of the games if I can. But it's crazy how I became a Suns fan.
So hold on, whoa. Stop the presses here, because we're going to put up the brackets right here. We got Phoenix, all right, getting ready to go against the Clippers. We got LeBron and going up against Ja Morant. I know you got love for Ja Morant. I mean, what are you trying to say, OBJ? You trying to tell me you can't decide between LeBron and the Suns?
That's what you telling me? That's the truth. Listen. I don't know. I love Ja Morant. We kicked it before. Great dude. But this LeBron in the playoffs, I think the Lakers is a scary team. It's going to be a team you got to watch out for. So I don't know if they beat the Grizzlies, but I can see it happening. And I got to see the Suns go all the way. You know what I mean? That's it.
I know you got a question for Odell.
Always, I'm always on the grind and working. OBJ, I've been trying to get him to do Wildin' Out forever.
He's been trying to get me to do that too, OBJ. I still haven't done it.
I need both y'all Wildin'. And now that we got Celebrity Prank Wars, if you could prank any athlete, you cool with everybody, who would you prank? And the big, budget-free, whatever you can do, whatever you want, who would you prank?
Ooh. I'm going to go off the wall, Denzel Washington.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Wow. I never expected that one.
You don't play with him. You don't play with him. I don't know if he could take a prank.
It's either him or Will Smith.
Oh, okay,
Will Smith.
that might be good.
Will Smith. I don't know. Will Smith is in the mood to get pranked these days, but we'll move on from that one. OBJ, in the Eastern Conference, who are you looking at out of the East this year in the NBA?
Ooh.
Until I see somebody beat them, the Bucks and the Celtics, right, I think will end up meeting up at some point and have to fight and get through each other. It just, those two teams are just so dominant. And we've seen it. But I would like to see Embiid and James Harden get there as well.
So would I. I got a very interesting question for you, OBJ. As a football player, who is the best basketball player you've ever seen from the NFL?
Ooh.
Ooh. I haven't ever like hooped with anybody in the NBA. I've seen, some Stephon Diggs highlights,
Okay.
I've seen, a couple of Tyreek Hill highlights, but that's a good
What
question.
about
I'd have to
DK?
see.
What about DK Metcalf? What
Oh,
about
my
him?
boy can't dribble. My boy can't dribble.
He can't dribble. He can't dribble. That's
Nah,
what
he
it
can't
is.
dribble. Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at right now, you brought up Boston and Milwaukee because I definitely have them coming out of the East. I still haven't heard you say who you got coming out of the West. You seem to be going back and forth between the Lakers and Phoenix. But could either of them beat Boston or Milwaukee this year? Because I'm not sure about that.
If when the Suns make it to the finals, they taking it all, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
You said they're taking it all.
See, I'm worried about that over here because Wilbon, my man Wilbon, living in Scottsdale, right? So everything is about Scottsdale. You see what I'm saying? Everything's about Phoenix,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And so now you in Phoenix, everything about Phoenix, right? But you sure that's not emotion? Now I will say this: KD being there does change things a lot.
Yes, it does.
He is that dude.
KD.
He is that dude.
Yes, he is.
They got
and I
a
would
lot
like
of
to
talent.
see
They
him
probably
get a
got more
ring.
talent.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to see KD get a ring. Chris Paul, you know what I mean, lead the way. D-Book and KD get their points. I'd like to see Ayton get back to, when they went on their finals runs, averaging 20, 30 points, whatever it was. Like, they got the team to do it. It's just now about putting the pieces together.
Well, listen, man, I'm on the record. I don't know if you've heard me say this before. I think when healthy, Kevin Durant is the best on the planet. That's how I feel about it. How do you feel about it?
I mean, when you look back at it, I don't think we've ever seen a 7-1 player with handles who could shoot the lights out. Like, to me, he's one of the greatest scorers ever.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Just my opinion.
Without question. Before I let you get on out of here, man, what can we expect from you this year? Because, listen, we don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to be back. If he's not there, I happen to like Huntley, who I think has done a decent job. What are we going to see from you as a player?
I think, being the older guy in the room now, just leadership, you always going to see the passion from me, but I think it's going to be, I think you're just going to see me have the opportunity to have fun and go to work and I just want to be able to go out there, give my all, win, lose, or draw, and live with the results. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited about being able to be back on the field, and I think you're gonna see that. I think you're gonna see that look in my eyes, man, because it's been a long time that I had to sit out and watch this. And to be honest, I know you can see right behind me, but the other way, my son, he gets to watch me play, and that means everything to me. I want him to be able to see this. So, that way when he wants to go do whatever he wants to do, will be basketball. Then he'll have something to look forward to.
So you say you want your son to play basketball. You don't want him on the football field. Is that what you're saying? That's smart, man. That's smart. That's smart. That's smart. I mean, what's motivated you more? Being out, being injured, or people doubting whether or not you can be what you once were?
I think the doubt always used to fuel me when I was younger. And I think it's a combination of, one, being out and just being hungry. Like, my life, I've given my entire life to this game of football, and I've missed it. And I think even more than all that is just to be able to see my son. Like, I want my son to be able to see this. I want to be able to get back on track. And whatever happens after this year, like, if I could play 20 more years, I'll play 20. If I only got one more after that, like, who knows? You know what I mean? It's in God's hands. But I just want my son to be able to look at his pops and find some kind of joy in it.
I got you. OBJ, by the way, you got a career, man. I mean, because listen, first of all, you can still ball. If you healthy, ain't nobody needs to be worried about you. They need to be worried about who the hell gonna be throwing you the football, because you're gonna be open. You're gonna get the ball as long as you're on the field healthy, right? That's number one. And number two, I don't know if you've seen this, Nick, but the brother got some acting skills.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen OBJ acting before. He can act a little bit.
That's why we were trying to get him on Wild 'N Out.
He can act a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And plus, the basketball analysis ain't bad either. I got to give you love where it's due.
Yeah.
I got to give it to you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining me for a few minutes, man. Thanks so much, bro.
Love, King.
Yes, sir. Much love. All right, Nick. I'll let you.